Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Canterbury Park here on Wednesday. It is the 7th of June, 2023. I'm going to look at the opener from Canterbury, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Remember to make it sure you check out my Belmont Stakes Festival previews. Thursday's video is going live right now, so I hope you check that out, and I'm hoping to have Friday's card up tomorrow and Saturday's card up on Wednesday, so I hope you check that out. But let's look at the first race from Canterbury, which is on the lawn. It's a claiming event going for a $13,000 purse, race for 3-year-olds and upwards, which never won 2 races since the 1st of January, or which never won 4 races here. Claim price $7,500. Field of 6 horses going to the lawn. The distance of ground here of 1 mile and 70 yards on the Canterbury turf course. 1 mile 70 yards here. And I show the diagram. Just gives me a second to look down my notes. Just bear with me. Coming out of the chute here, they have a mile 16th chute at Canterbury, which I find very weird. Why can't they just make it a mile and an eighth? I don't know. But my top selection here, I'm going to go with the number 6 horse, Move Over. Let's go 6-2-3-1 in the superfecta. 6-2-3-1 super. Top selection 6 horse, Move Over. This 8-year-old horse by acclamation. Alfredo Aspiro trains one. Gets Berrios up in the saddle. The horse's most recent outing came the 4th of March at Turf Paradise. 7.5 an optional 12 claimer. And the horse finished 3rd by 1.5 lengths. You know, he just kind of stalked that day. The winner really put on a show on the front end. This horse just wasn't getting to him. Coming here to Canterbury, a little lesser quality horses. I think the horse get a good trip, and I think he could win here today. 2 back in the 9th of February at Turf Paradise, 7.5 an optional 10, and he finished 5th by 9 lengths. Again, he just couldn't show that speed on that very speed favoring turf course. A little bit wide and just a little bit flat that day. And then claiming 10 at Turf Paradise, 1 mile on 25th of January. He won by a neck, and basically from a tracking trip, he got the lead, quickened up nicely, and he held on to the victory. 73 Buyer wasn't the fastest of his career, but for an 8-year-old, it wasn't bad that day. And then prior to that, right before Christmas, Turf Paradise, 7.5 an optional 10. He finished 4th by 3/4 length, a little bit wide. He moved a little bit late, but it wasn't anything to call home about. And then Turf Paradise, 1 mile on claim 10, finished 3rd by 4 lengths. He just stalked and kind of hit the wall that day. Since going to Turf Paradise late last season, he really became a better horse. In Southern California, he started off 2022 decently. He actually won a claim 25 quite nicely at Santa Anita, coming home with a career best 86 Buyer that day. But ever since that race, he really kind of went downhill. Refreshing at Turf Paradise, he found his hidden form. He's training well. I'll give him a shot on the ticket. I think the 2 horse Zermity, is that right? Excuse me. It wouldn't surprise me if he wins. He's a winner 3 back, going a mile on optional 5 at Turf Paradise and Lawn, winning by 1.25 lengths, closing up from nowhere. I thought it was a good race. He hasn't won in this turf course in 6 offerings, but he always runs these good races late. I'll give him a shot on the ticket in the early pick 5 that begins with this race, early pick 4, which I believe has a 10% takeout if I'm not mistaken. But so you want to play it. But to recap my selection for the first from Canterbury, let's take the 6 horse Move Over. Give kudos to the 2 horse Zermity, 6-2-3-1 super, 6-2 in your multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5. Good luck, everybody.